about it. You can fix it.
All right. How's everybody doing? I am probably the coolest person sitting at this table. That's right. I am Jay. And you are?
I am LJ on our video.
She's the one who feels like she's in charge.
She is in charge.
The boss.
She's the boss.
She is. And you are, sir?
I am Mr. Lee, Pastor Kenny, whatever you want to call me.
As long as it's nice.
As long as it's nice, right.
Guys, first of all, hello to our Riverside family. Huge shout out to Riverside Christian Academy.
Yes.
Can we just clap for Riverside? Yeah. Clap it up. Riverside Christian Academy is a Christian school, obviously, in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And so we are out here. We're all teachers, and we just wanted to do something to connect with our students and let them know that we're thinking about them and that we miss them.
Right.
So now, hence, Riverside is on YouTube. Yes. Now, what were you saying about it today, Sean?
Well, if we're talking about real life current events, I'm not sure what talk show it was on, but I did see where there was one reporter or whoever he was that failed to put on pants when he was doing his live recording, and so when they scanned out a little bit, they saw legs. So
you had
I'm
like
thankful
a suit
y'all put
top?
on pants.
We have.
We are fully
I
dressed.
bought my pants.
Fully clothed.
Only because my wife pulled them out for me. I would have forgot them.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes.
Well,
We
it's
owe
so
her a
good
big
to be
thank
here.
you.
I am happy to have you guys. I'm happy to see y'all. I haven't seen you guys
Been forever.
in forever. Dr. Lee, Mr. Lee is the one that I usually cut up with every day, and it's been lonely at the house. My wife has been doing her best to get me out of the house. So glad to be doing
So
this.
she's thanking us today.
She is. She actually told me to bring y'all cookies.
Where are they?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, right. Where did he do with the cookies?
He had about a 30-minute drive.
That's right.
Don't worry about it.
So
Don't worry about these
we
crumbs.
didn't get nothing. Just letting you know.
Don't worry about these crumbs in my beard. So what have y'all been doing during quarantine? Like, what's it been like?
Well, cooking a lot.
Cooking?
Cooking. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're cooking a lot at our house. Hence, eating a lot, probably. But it's been nice. I've enjoyed it because I've been able to do some things that I don't normally get to do, during the school year. Spend time, with my children. But we're all ready for this to get back to normal.
And
for sure.
Definitely.
Missing the social side of things. Because I'm a
extrovert,
huggy, touchy,
You're a socializer.
Socializer. So
social butterfly.
Social butterfly. So it's been a little bit hard, having to stay in and do all that.
I did get to rebuild my deck.
Nice.
Took the weekend, spring break. I'm still working on it. So I did do that. I'm still doing that.
So you're like building it yourself?
Yeah, doing it
like
myself.
With hammer and nails and all that?
Yes, screw gun, the whole works, saws.
Nice. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, I do carpentry work. Not many people know
All
that.
right,
I'm trying to be like Jesus.
Okay, Mr.
He's
Son.
trying to be more like Jesus.
He can join your
Carpenter, too.
He can join
I
your
preach and I'm a carpenter.
Well, got to be like Jesus. And I'm like you, Miss Lynn. I've been eating, cooking, and watching a little bit more TV than probably I have in a while, which I've kind of got burned out on that. But we'll talk a little bit about what we watch later. But anyhow. But yeah.
What have you been up to there?
Me? I've been dieting. Just trying to keep this figure like it needs to be.
Big Brother or Biggest Loser? What was it we were doing at the end of school?
Yeah, we were gonna do
before we had this.
Yeah, the Biggest Loser. So
pandemic.
I've been keto dieting, and
How did you do on The Biggest Loser?
And so, I was the
Next.
biggest loser. I lost. I was the biggest loser. Yeah, I've been at home with my wife. My wife we have spent more time as, just spending time together than we have in a long time. So that's been quite an experience. I've been learning and I've been studying.
Yes.
I like to read.
Yeah,
So I've been doing like a lot of reading.
What are you reading? The Bible?
I mean, since you're gonna put me on the spot, the Message version. No, I've been reading quite a few books. One is called When Heaven Invades Earth. It's by Bill. I can't think of his last name. Bill something. Anyway,
Okay.
I've been reading that book, and I have been glancing at the Bible once or twice.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's pretty much been me. And Netflixing. Oh my goodness, I don't think I can do any more Netflix.
So, what is your favorite Netflix?
Ooh.
My favorite Netflix?
Or what have you watched on Netflix? Let's see how many things you've watched.
Oh,
Lord. Okay.
Just in the quarantine.
So I'm a stand-up comedian, so I've watched a lot of stand-up specials.
Learning new jokes.
Yeah, I don't steal people's jokes. I've been watching a lot of stand-up specials. I think I've watched cartoons.
Really?
I got into cartoons.
Wow.
Did you know that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was on Netflix?
Really? I haven't seen that since I was a teenager.
How long ago was that?
A couple of years ago. Just a couple.
Yeah, I've been into cartoons and a lot of TV shows. One is called We the People. Have y'all seen that?
Haven't seen that one.
Haven't seen it.
It's a court show. I love courtroom.
You're kidding.
No, I like it. I like it. It's fun. What about y'all? What y'all been watching?
I have watched a lot of things, more TV than I have ever watched, probably in my entire grown-up life.
Touche.
Parenting life.
I feel you.
I watched Longmire on Netflix. It's great. It's good. I've watched, I've probably watched some things that I'm not going to say that I watched. Like The Stranger. I watched that on Netflix. It was good. It's 9 episodes. I binge watched it like in one day.
Oh, wow.
But I'm watching now The Crown.
The Crown?
What is that?
What's that?
The Crown is because I'm fascinated with like the royal family.
Okay.
Hence, I told you my name was Diana,
Okay.
Lynn Strickland, Princess Diana.
I see it.
I didn't bring my crown today.
Nice.
But so I'm currently watching that right now.
Okay.
Is it a series or a movie?
It's a series.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's a series. There's 3 seasons, and I'm on season 1 at the end of season 1. But it gives a background of the, Queen Elizabeth and why, so I enjoy it because I'm fascinated. I'm the one that set my alarm to get up to watch all the royal weddings. And
yes.
that
Are
kind
you
of
serious?
thing. Yes. I've watched all the Princess Diana
So did
stuff.
you watch Prince Harry's wedding?
Yes.
How was it?
It was a royal wedding. But my favorite is William and Kate because she's classy.
Okay.
She's classy.
So you
wait.
So
are you
Harry and his
So
Meghan?
I've been Harry and Meghan
They're
Markle
going to Canada or whatever.
Okay.
living in Los Angeles or wherever. Yeah.
So that's not classy?
It's classy, but Kate's classy.
What are you watching? What you watching, kid?
Let's see. What have I been watching? Actually, me and my wife like a lot of documentaries. We're watching a bunch of documentaries. We watched the one about the Unabomber, and that was a really good one. And then there was another one we watched about Eric Rudolph, the Olympic bombing in
Oh yeah,
Atlanta.
yeah.
Those two, those that was
That's on
really
Netflix.
good. Yeah, it was, and so we kind of watched the documentaries, and the only show series that we watch it's called The Blacklist. And
Oh my
I
goodness.
like the black, but we won't watch it on regular television. We'll wait till it comes out on Netflix.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll
you
just
can
sit
watch
there
it
and
all
binge the
together.
whole season. So, but we're all caught up now. We're just waiting for this season to get on. But other than that, man, just documentaries and
I am watching Ozark
Ozark
on
what's that?
Netflix, and I did watch the Tiger King.
Oh,
Okay, so there's been a lot of talk about this Tiger King. Can you just like don't spoil it?
Oh, I'm
Well,
not
first
gonna
of all,
spoil it.
am I gonna want to watch it?
No,
I'm not gonna
I
want
don't
to.
think I don't. I mean, it was one of those that you watch because everybody else is talking about it. It's the hype that after you watch it, you're thinking, "What in the world? I just wasted like
so much.
Like you can't
whole
get none of that
day."
time back.
Because I watched it in a whole day,
Oh wow.
but it wasn't that good. It was just really
More
just to
curiosity.
see what was going to happen next.
Now, a really good show,
So I don't recommend it.
a really good show that I do recommend is All American.
Oh yes, Caden's watched All American.
Really, I love All American.
And Cooper watched Outer Banks.
Haven't seen it.
They say
Outer
that's
Banks.
really good. Outer Banks is the new thing on Netflix. He
What?
watched that in a day when he
Well-
was supposed to be working, I guess. And he watched Outer Banks.
Well, what are y'all watching? No, we're waiting. What are y'all watching?
Well, you're gonna have to tell him how to tell us.
Oh, that's why they're not answering.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You gotta.
Hey guys, do us a favor. I want you guys to go to Instagram and I want you to hashtag RCA Netflix Challenge. RCA Netflix Challenge. And I want you to record the title of the title screen of whatever show it is that you love to watch on Netflix. And we're going to look them up. And on our next show, you might be able to make the show. We never know. See how I just rhymed all that together?
You're good.
You
that
might
way,
be
Jay.
able to make the show. You never know.
See.
Well, after this one, they're probably gonna want some replacements.
I think it was a pretty good start. You don't think so?
I think it's good. It's just good to be together.
Yeah, seriously.
Let our hair down and just talk to somebody other than the same people
Family,
that
yeah.
we've been talking
The
to
last month and a half.
forever.
Indeed.
And I never thought that I would like be wishing and begging to go back to work. Even though we're all working from our own locations, but
It's not the same.
it's not the same, and it's not
the same.
You miss a lot. We're our environment, with our staff and even our students and parents is a family, a family feel.
That's it.
And so, it's kind of like we're missing part of our family when we can't get together and do the things that we do Monday through Friday together.
Indeed.
And so,
you know what I really miss? I really miss devotionals. Like when we would come in the mornings and come and just.
Well, tell me one thing that you have learned through this isolation. What is it that
I've learned that I'm not an introvert. So for the longest, it's crazy, man. For the longest, I thought I worked better, like to myself, right? And I thought that because I worked better to myself, it made me an introvert. And I'm learning now that I'm not an introvert because I miss the interaction with people. I miss that. So I think it's more so that's just an isolated thing that I work. I prefer to work.
Well, you stay focused. Being by yourself. Other than,
But like socially, I need communication and I need interaction. So, what have you learned?
Well, I have learned, it's been good for me in a sense that I've been able to slow down and kind of reevaluate what was important in life we tend to stay so busy in everyday activities and things that we have on our schedule and our plate that, you learn what is necessity and what is not, what are time fillers. And so it's been good to just be able to sit back, relax, kind of prioritize, what's important in life, um, and making time for those things, doing the things that are important, um, you know, in life. Just kind of reevaluate how you live, um,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of things that we can live without.
Indeed.
That prior to
That's
this,
true.
that we've made a necessity when really, at the end of the day, there are
Absolutely
things
right.
that you don't need.
I agree with that.
Um, it you put an emphasis on things that are important,
Right.
and can devote your time and energy into those things, and just reflecting on those things.
I never
So
knew.
just simplicity.
I never knew how. I never knew how important toilet paper was. Toilet paper.
Was you the one that
see.
did all
Are
the
you
hoarding?
hoarding?
Are you hoarding all the toilet paper?
I was.
You was.
I wish.
Oh, you wish.
I wish.
You wish.
I wish I was holding toilet paper. It is so hard to find toilet paper.
Do you need some? We can probably grab you some on the way out.
Yeah. Now I know. What have you learned?
I've learned how to be still, to be more patient. Um, I've learned that. I've actually out of this has been able to spend more time in the Word, just reading it, not preparing for lessons or sermons or anything. I've actually been in the Word just to read it like a book. So that's been good because I've relearned a lot of things. But the biggest through it all is just learning to be still and like you were saying. I mean, priorities. Doing stuff. I was doing a lot of things, but not being able to do them, I realized they were not that important because what's important is so yeah, just
And I think that's too what I've tried to tell, having children at home, parents, we tend to busy lives for our children.
Yeah.
We tend to have them involved in this and this and this and this and this, and so it's actually helped us to teach our children, those things really, at the end of the day, does it really matter?
Right.
Some of those things don't really matter, and that's one thing that as a, you know, part of RCA that I have missed being able to pour into our students and our, families and those that we come in contact with, important life lessons and, missing because we share like this. I don't know, a lot of schools may not have that opportunity, but at RCA we get to share life. We get to do life with our students and our fellow teachers and our families. And so, I know I miss that. I know my children miss that.
Believe it or not, the students are probably like one of the most important and encouraging parts of my day. Like while I get to pour into them, they pour back into me.
Oh yeah.
They pour love, pouring
Sometimes they're
unconditional
pouring
love.
things we don't want them to pour.
But when you have that love that's unconditional,
that's it.
They love you unconditionally. The younger ones.
Yeah.
The teenagers.
And it's funny you say that because I was reading, I had read years ago The Shack.
Yes, that's good.
Yes. And just over the break,
why
or
you
whatever,
didn't point at me when you said The Shack? Right? Jay doesn't read. Is that what you said?
No, you said you were reading. But I had read that, and for whatever reason, I hadn't seen the movie or whatever, so I did watch it. Over the break and needed a whole box of tissues, of course. But it's a great movie. But it said, when you said love, it said love has no agenda. All I want from you is to trust me with what little you can. Grow in loving people around you with the same love I share with you. It's not your job to change them or to convince them. You are free to love without an agenda. And that was a quote there from the Shack. But then it says, true love and God's grace are the best things we can give others. And then it kind of challenged, this was a thought for today. Think of one way to show someone grace and love today. And I think that kind of stands true with what we're going through. We don't agree with everything that's going on, and we don't understand everything that's going on, but there's always an opportunity to show love and grace. And I think that's what I know at Riverside. That's a big part of our message with each other, with our students, with our families, is to show love, to show grace, and to love just because God loves.
Indeed.
And so I think, I think that's one thing we do here, and I think that's one thing that we miss. I think we can all agree, and if we ask, those that we come in contact with, at school. Love is important. And so we haven't probably been able to show each other love like we would normally would. But, just.
I think I agree with you thoroughly. That's another thing about it. I'm a YouTuber too. I love watching YouTube. Y'all surf YouTube?
I don't watch YouTube.
I'm
How
on
old are
YouTube.
you?
Yeah, I'm only.
How old are you? Oh, you're 31 or 32.
I'm 32. I just had a birthday.
Oh, did you?
April 15th.
Well, happy
I know,
birthday.
I sang happy
My
birthday.
Cash App is $.
Did you hear me sing happy birthday to you?
No, I wanted to
You
sing.
want me to sing right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm kidding.
But I was watching the YouTube clip, and it was so intriguing. There was a young man that was talking about his time in quarantine, and what he was discussing was him not being able to hold his grandparents, go love on his grandparents or whatever, and because them being a little bit older, wanted to protect them or whatever, and his parents as well, and it just kind of makes you think, like when you want to express love, you want to express, and you think we take giving someone a hug for granted.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We take that for granted. It's so it's so easy, and then sometimes you don't feel like being bothered, right? Well, I think we take even those times for granted, because it's times like these that make us really appreciate being able to express love and express whatever it is that we feel to for someone, being able to have those outward expressions.
Right.
So, yeah.
And we might not can physically touch. We can't, although we are kind of breaking code.
You are breaking code.
Me and Mr. J are
because
6
y'all
feet
are
apart.
6 feet, but
We're fine.
so if somebody's gonna get the virus, it's gonna be me.
Yes.
I'm not 6 feet, but even though we're not able to physically be with everybody, right this minute, we have as a staff and as a family shared, how much we wanted to let our students, let our families know that we do love them.
Indeed.
We pray for them. We want the best for them, and that we may not physically be in the building with the students and with the kids. We are continuing to do the mission and be about the vision and the mission that God has called us to as a RCA faculty and staff, and want the best, for them. And so behind the scenes, we are thinking and we are planning and we are working to continue to do the things that God has called us to do for them. And we just want our kids to know how much we love them and miss them and want to interact with them, because those are big things for us. It's more than just teaching the academic part. We're missing, and I think I can speak for all of our staff, are missing the interaction that we get with our students each and every day.
Indeed.
And So we want some feedback. We want them to reach out. We want to know what's going on in their lives. Even though they're probably not doing a whole lot, we do care about all that's going on with their families and, with them, and want to celebrate the things that, we would celebrate if we were under the same roof. We still want to share in those
Absolutely
moments
right.
and opportunities.
Absolutely right.
And that's one reason we wanted to take some time today just to get together, just to kind of let our hair down and just to kind of share kind of what we've been doing, because we want to know what you're doing.
That's right.
What's going on with you, in your life and your home, and do you need anything? Because,
like toilet paper.
Like toilet paper. Mr. J can't give me any, but somebody can. Until we can all be back under the same roof and celebrate.
You're sitting beside him.
I know. Can celebrate those things with you. Just for a few minutes. So I know Mr. J is going to post, I think on Instagram, the Netflix challenge.
Indeed.
I'm not sure.
Listen, all you
that's
have to
gonna
do,
look like.
real simple. While you're watching Netflix, grab your phone before you click play. Okay, take a picture or a video of the title. Then just hashtag on Instagram, hashtag on IG, RCA Netflix Challenge. Boom.
Is it lowercase or capital?
RCA, it doesn't matter. It's not case sensitive. But RCA is all capital. Yeah. Use it,
Well, the boss needs to know. So if somebody
when
asks.
You said it, I put your title back up there. LJ, the one in charge.
The one in charge.
Okay, listen, guys.
Send us a picture of you.
Yeah, we want to see.
Because we miss you.
Something.
We want to see. Hey, listen, guys. We love you. We miss you. We're excited to see you again. And guess what? We're actually going to see you again next week. Next week, we'll be right back here. Same time, same station, same people.
You don't want to miss it.
Oh, next week, it's going to go down. Next week, it's epic. Next week, say it. Everybody do it. Say next week, it's epic. All right, we're going to do it one more time together. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Next week gets epic. That's right. So we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
See ya.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Miss you.